Hafner with 15 caps, and Saxey, the number 9, is an under-23 international and probably their most dangerous forward. The crowd, in fact, which had been queuing since dawn to get into this match, with the gates opening some 3.5 hours before the start. And here is the Liverpool side. In fact, they field the side that drew a derby on Saturday. It means another game for 19-year-old David Fairclough in place of the still injured John Toshak. Vast European experience here in the side, though. It's the 76th game that Liverpool have had in Europe, and it might well turn out to be one of the toughest. The referee, you see at the bottom there, is Alfred Delcourt of Belgium. Right, we'll start again then. I'll start again in London from now. But in fact, they're just going to start the match, and so I'm not going to be able to do that even. So welcome then to Dresden as Liverpool prepare to kick off in this quarter-final of the UEFA Cup against Dynamo Dresden, who are wearing the yellow shirts and black shorts. Liverpool all in red. Dynamo Dresden leading their National League by 3 points. Against Liverpool, of course, who are top of the English First Division. And a free kick to Liverpool straight away. Ray Kennedy placing it there to take it. David Fairclough on the far side in for the injured John Toshak, but he doesn't get anywhere near him. Callaghan trying a shot. And a linesman on the far side. Flagging. Full offside. A Belgian referee, Alfred Delcourt. 2 Belgian linesmen. Phil Neal trying to get in there, but quite failing to do so. Hafner with a little header forward. Kennedy and Callaghan getting it away. Liverpool knowing from experience that these East Germans will come very hard at them, particularly in the early stages. But here, in fact, was Highway trying to make something there. And now the number 10, David Fairclough, losing out, but a free kick to Liverpool. Kevin Keegan will take it. Ray Kennedy coming up on this far side. Tommy Smith making a run on the far side there. You can see Keegan there, chipping it in there towards Kennedy, but it didn't quite get a touch to it. Phil Neal with the shot, and Bowden in the Dynamo goal, a good safe catch. There's Phil Thompson. Thompson's header. A foul by Keegan. And the ball here for Kamsmuller. Allowing it to go right across there to Cancera. The East Germans been beaten only twice on this ground this season, once in the league and once in the cup. An obstruction there, giving them another free kick. Quite a goal-scoring record as well. In 17 league games, they've scored 47 times. So Ray Clements dancing about on his line, and plenty of yellow shirts are in there. I think it was Keegan who got that one away. Riedel on the far side, and Keegan again there, well placed inside his own area to get it away for Liverpool. Keegan, who unquestionably will play a fairly deep role here this afternoon. Schade, and Thompson looking round, and clearing up now to Fairclough. Muller cutting that one out for Dynamo Dresden. And Steve Highway with Liverpool's throw. Smith. Keegan. Tommy Smith again. Kennedy right in there. That might surprise the East Germans a bit. They expected Kennedy to play way, way back. Kennedy again cutting that one out for Liverpool, helped by Callaghan. And away go the East Germans now. Hughes trying to come across there, and I think, in fact, the number 7 made a meal of that, Schade. But it had to be a free kick there for Dynamo Dresden, just outside the Liverpool penalty area. And it might well be the man who has brought down Schade who takes it, who, according to Liverpool manager Bob Paisley, has a shot of Lorimer proportions, but no, it's not going to be him. So it might be Riedel. Standing over the ball now. And a shot against the Liverpool wall. I gather you've lost pictures for a moment. We hope that they can be restored fairly quickly for you, obviously. In the meantime, we have a free kick for Liverpool. And here's where it comes. Schade, heading it into touch. A throw to Liverpool. Well, Keegan getting round his man well there. Gansera. And the long ball there for Sasha. Young, under 23 international, almost picked it up again there. But again, that Liverpool defence closing well. And in fact, the Dynamo Dresden number 9 being penalised for a foul on Tommy Smith. Hughes with it. Callaghan couldn't quite get the touch to it. Hefner playing it forward. Bill Thompson, here's Keegan. And gently back there by the number 3, Gansera, to his goalkeeper, Klaus Booth. Free kick to Liverpool. Phil Thompson. Keegan getting up beautifully there. Again, Kennedy was right in there. And here come the East Germans now through Copa. Foul by Phil Neal. Copa, the number 10, the man likely to take any penalties that might come the East Germans' way. Full under an under 23 international. I think the referee wants Phil Neal to come and have a word with him. Can be a very strict referee, this man. In fact, he's the one who sent Mike Bernard off, I think, when Everton played AC Milan earlier this season. Dynamo Dresden again with their number 4, Schmuck. Jimmy Case winning it. Highway just getting the header in there. Here's Keegan. Back for Tommy Smith. And that almost again came for Kennedy. Played back neatly there by Ray Kennedy for Phil Neal. And back again there, no, it couldn't quite come off Jimmy Case. Back for Neal again. And here's the East German side now. Schade. Emlyn Hughes for Liverpool. Heidler. Not a good one at all. Straight to Highway. All right, Fairclough is all right. And he's got Keegan waiting for him in the middle. Still with David Fairclough. Did well there, but Keegan couldn't quite get to that one. The number 4, Schmuck, getting it away. Callaghan's throw. Tommy Smith. Thompson to Smith and back again. And here's Riedel now. Gansera. Cut out by Neal. It's with Highway. Keegan trying to switch it back again for Phil Neal, but cut out that time by Hefner. Good swift challenge again by Phil Thompson. Neal to Keegan. And certainly the stories of Dynamo Dresden being a team of very good starters doesn't seem to be so at the moment. Liverpool at the moment having rather the better of things. Hughes finding Thompson. Remembering, of course, that the Germans are without three of their key players, two of them under suspension. Kreischer and Dorn are both World Cup men, and Weber, a defender, injured. There's Fairclough turning a good ball in there. And finally getting it back to the goalkeeper both. Heidler. Well, this might open up corners. A good long shot, and it's not past the post there, but a beautifully played shot by Hefner. First real example there of the explosive finishing that we know that they possess. From behind the goal, it was well wide. Muller, straight at Kennedy. Fairclough. Keegan roaming on ahead of him. Well, a lot of confidence there from the youngster, and it almost got through to Jimmy Case, but not quite. Smith in to intercept for Liverpool. All that feet were, the foot there was rather high from the East German. The number 9, Sasha. Smith again. Germans really have pulled everybody back as soon as Liverpool get possession on somewhere around the halfway line. And Hughes able to pick his man and picks Ray Kennedy, and the ball bounces awkwardly and finally Foden pounces on it. It's surprising really how much time and space Ray Kennedy had on the other side of that penalty area then. Hefner, the skipper. Muller's made a run away down the right for him. As Riedel turns it inside to Klaus Muller, the number 5. And Schade on the far side, offside. Highway to Case. Callaghan. Thompson. Lovely ball there by Thompson, and Case couldn't quite turn it on. And here the East Germans go. Even trying to get a challenge in there, but the ball coming to Copa. Matthias Muller to Riedel. And this time it's Heidler, but it'll be a throw. Deflected off Tommy Smith. And Heidler with it. Free kick for the East Germans this time. And they certainly pushed a few forward. 6 men now in that Liverpool box as the ball is floated in there, and it might come right through. No, finally saved by Clemens from the number 9, Sasha, who didn't really get a firm touch on it. As that free kick was floated in there. Surprised, in fact, he got as far as Sasha. Allowed a bit of space there, but he didn't really get a firm touch. Down went Clemens. A goal kick now to Liverpool. Germans having beaten a Romanian side in the first round, Honved of Hungary in the second, and Torpedo of Moscow in the last round. So Liverpool have survived the first quarter of an hour. 0-0 here in Dresden. Schade getting it back to Klaus Muller. To Matthias Muller. Ball played nicely there for Beckner. Schade playing it on again for Potter. This is a good ball there by Dresden, and in the end it took Emlyn Hughes to make the vital interception to get the ball back to Ray Clemens. But a very nice build-up indeed there by Dresden. And in fact, Potter with his feet too high as Clemens tried to clear, the ball will come back. For a free kick to Liverpool. Tommy Smith then with the throw. Hughes. To Callaghan. Neal. Played again for Keegan. The little man got up there, but in fact he had to climb onto the back of Matthias Muller. So Dynamo's free kick. Muller again. Ball this time for Riedel. Very busy player in the middle of the field, this number 8, and here he goes again, Riedel. Good play again, and on that far side by the East Germans, and in the end it was Phil Thompson who got it away. Quick switch from one side of the field from the skipper, Hafner, suddenly popping up on that far side. A throw to Liverpool. Schade. Highway really up there almost on his own. Kennedy tried to bring some support, but it came too late, and here's Riedel again. But Hughes holding on Sasha, and a goal kicker. The East German claiming that the ball came off Emlyn Hughes. I think he had a case there as well. But a goal kick given by the Belgian linesman, and Ray Clemens will take it. Callaghan, Kennedy. Nice little touch there for Neal. Forward this time now for Fairclough. And Fairclough has slipped his man very well indeed, with Highway waiting in the middle for him on the far side. This case, but it didn't come through to him. But here's Callaghan. Liverpool very much in control of themselves and of the game at the moment. 1 or 2 little flashes from the East Germans. But I'm sure they would be hoping to make more headway than they are. As the home side, who of course have got to come to Anfield in a fortnight's time. And they'll want a lead to bring to Anfield. But here's Ray Kennedy now for Liverpool. To Neal. Callaghan. Phil Thompson. Highway there. Yes, hit rather hard from behind, and it's got to be a free kick for Liverpool. They might be able to make something of this. It caught Highway painfully and rather high on his back. So Keegan and Case are behind it. Kennedy again has come up on this side. It's Keegan with a little chip there. Phil Neal there with a header, but it's wide of that far post. Well, Phil Neal applauds as he goes back, and he really caught them out a little bit with a late run there on the far side as Keegan chipped that free kick across. There's Neal. Look at that space that he had. And the ball was wide. So Kennedy with the throw for Liverpool. Keegan kept his balance beautifully there, and he's got David Fairclough in the middle. Fairclough going after this one, and in the end, Bowden had to get down. And Fairclough showing an enormous amount of confidence for a young man, playing away in his first European tie. He's played one at home, but this is his first one away from home. Here's Bowden then, the Dynamo goalkeeper. Neal climbing on the back of the East German attacker, who is Cotta, and Hefner with the free kick for them. Well, Callaghan will say thank you for that. Really only got Fairclough up. But here's Keegan. Callaghan again, Keegan. Oh, surely a free kick? No, says the... Yes, he has. He must have blown. So another free kick for Liverpool. Again, Phil Neal is lurking on this side of the Dynamo penalty area. And again, Keegan chipping it short this time for Emlyn Hughes. Well, the goalkeeper made rather a feast of it. Hughes didn't begin to catch it properly. And here comes Dresden again. Sharp. Again, their passing really not coming to anything where they would really want it to, in and around that Liverpool penalty area. Callaghan, back to Clements. Muller's header going into touch for a Liverpool throw. And really the progress report so far so good for this Liverpool team. 0-0. As Fairclough is brought down by Schmuck. And Neal with the kick. Keegan's nice backward header there. Case almost got in. So too did Highway. Heidler to Klaus Muller. Oh, look at that for a bad ball. Just coming to about halfway through the first half now. 0-0. Keegan making a good late run there. And Muller going with him. And a good safe catch by Bowden. Heidler. Now for Lever. Good piece of play here by the East Germans once again. With Saxter waiting in the middle. Here's Saxter with a shot, and he completely missed his chance there. Well, that was a brilliant chance there for the East Germans to take the lead. And the young number 9 Saxter, the under-23 international, look at that. Completely missing his kick with only Clements to beat. Muller. Riedel. Oh, look at that for a bad pass through. Straight to Steve Highway. Lovely bit of control there by Highway, but play on, said the referee. Matthias Muller again. Riedel. And on this side, the skipper again. Number 6, Hefner. And Hughes, the skipper for Liverpool. Just giving Liverpool a little bit of breathing space there, which they badly wanted as Hefner came into that area. Here's Riedel again. Kennedy playing it to Hughes and safely back this time to Clements. Neil. And a free kick to Liverpool. Already taken by Fairclough. Here's Highway. Really taking him on, Highway, and it's coming out nicely for Highway with a shot that blasted right across the face of that goal. Don't quite know what Steve Highway was trying to do with that one, but it suddenly opened up so promisingly for him. Thompson. And a throw to Dynamo Dresden. Neil. Good piece of work again by Phil Thompson. Here's Callaghan. Keegan. Hughes. Kennedy playing almost as an out-and-out attacker at the moment now. Just missed that one in the air, but here's Case with it. Case with a shot on the turn. That could have bounced awkwardly in front of the goalkeeper. Schmidt with the ball now, being harassed by Fairclough. But the ball now comes to the number 8, Riedel. Cotta. Dynamo throw. Riedel. Useful player in the middle of the field, Riedel, doing a good job for them at the moment. Here's Karl Muller, or rather Klaus Muller. Phil Neal. Back to Emlyn Hughes. Oh, and Hughes lost that in a dangerous position there to Cotta. And still can't stop him, and that's a fair-looking cross there. And it's not away yet there. Riedel with a shot, and it's over the top. Well, Liverpool's crisis there of their own making when Emlyn Hughes lost that ball to Cotta. But in the end, no harm was done, and it stays at 0-0. Good jump again by Keegan. The East Germans beginning to look a little more threatening now. Here's Schade, their number 7. Sachet brought down, and the referee could probably see there, although the screens went up for a penalty, would have none of it. Feigler. Riedel again on that far side. Getting through a tremendous amount of work, that number 8. This time for Muller. There was an offside decision, though. Tommy Smith. Phil Thompson. Smith again. Callaghan. Trying a long ball forward for David Fairclough. Doing a lot of good hustling there, Fairclough. And coming away with the ball, which is even more important. The pass back this time to Kevin Keegan. Kennedy away on the left for him, and on the right, well, if he can get there, but yes, well, Highway might be able to even now. No, it's a goal kick. Idler almost giving that away. Smith to Callaghan. Here's Keegan. To Neil. Played in for Hughes. Now for Thompson. Highway. To Riedel. Stopped very well though by Jimmy Case. Back to Phil Thompson. Idler. Riedel. Played for Muller. Trying to get Muller going again, or indeed Heidler. Hughes once more on the spot for Liverpool. Well, Neil beaten there. Copa. The man so difficult to shake off the ball. Three Liverpool defenders are all there, and in the end, Phil Neal plays it back, and there wasn't much to spare there for Ray Clements. Keegan's backward header again. Fairclough beaten in the air. Keegan once more, but losing out. Here's Hefner. Keegan claiming he was being pushed in the back there, but the Belgian referee wouldn't have any of that. It's a throw which has now already gone to Dynamo Dresden. Here's Kennedy with a long ball there towards Fairclough. Fairclough trying so hard to make something of this. And in the end, it looks as though it might be a corner. No, Bowden just stopping it before that happens. And here's Riedel. Cotter. Riedel. Played on for Muller. And Hefner having the ball taken away by Neil to Kennedy. Oh, that was a bad one. Klaus Muller. To Riedel. To Hefner. This is Schade, number 7. Tackling back well. He took the ball, and that was a good decision by the referee. Callaghan, who was less happy about the challenge of the East German captain Hefner, and gives Liverpool a free kick. Thompson with a long free kick. Highway getting up there. Keegan trying to get up there. Cotter. It'll come to Saxa. And Hughes for Liverpool. Well, the East Germans know by now they face a formidable task, which will be even more formidable in a fortnight's time at Anfield. Keegan. Well, a misunderstanding allows Klaus Muller to come in for Dynamo Dresden in the yellow shirts and black shorts to Matthias Muller. A little flick again there, almost found Muller. Keegan coming in, beaten very cleverly though by Hefner. A touch for Muller. And that time, Callaghan is there for Liverpool with a pass that finds Highway. But David Fairclough waiting in the middle. But that's about all. But they've got a corner. So Keegan will take the corner then for Liverpool. Here's Neil. Back for Keegan again. Floated deep to the far side towards Phil Thompson, and Bowden again caught with the ball bouncing difficultly, with some difficulty just in front of him. Cotta. Oh, a bit of kicking there by Cotta on Neil after that ball had gone, but it must have been something that Neil had done in the first place, because the referee has given Dynamo Dresden a free kick, and it's with Schade. Coming towards half-time, and such a good first half for Liverpool, still standing at 0-0, and they'll be perfectly satisfied with that. Riedel. And a battle there with Keegan, and Neil playing the ball in a touch, a throw to Dynamo Dresden. Cotta. Come for Riedel. Turned in nicely there, but the header was away on the target again by Schade. As the cross came in, he got out well, but wide. And Serra. And now Cotta to Riedel. Hefner. Trying to plant it forward again for Cotta. Quite a busy player, Cotta, coming into the game a good deal in the last quarter of an hour. Shot cunningly there. Off-ended Hughes, he just managed to get that outside the penalty area. Now Keegan. Well, Keegan hit that straight at Riedel, and Riedel hit it straight over that Liverpool crossbar. Liverpool defence again looking very powerful and beautifully organised. Clearly, their homework on this Dynamo Dresden side has been very well done yet again. Clements with a kick. Well, the referee not playing the advantage there, but the free kick very quickly taken by Cotta. And here's Hefner. Lovely little interception again by Ian Callaghan. Keegan's making a break down the middle for him. Liverpool throw. Number 9, Steve Highway with it. And the referee quite clearly indicating, although you can't see it there for the moment, that he would add on time for that sort of time wasting by Steve Highway. Kennedy trying to play it back again for Keegan, but a poorly played ball. Sacha. Cotta. With Eichner in the middle. It's going to be too far for any of them, and Kennedy decided the safest thing to do was to put it behind for the corner. Couldn't be sure what was coming up behind him. So Riedel will take this corner then for Dynamo Dresden. Copa making a run towards him. And Hughes finally getting it away to Kevin Keegan. A nice pass there by Keegan now for Callaghan. Highway away on the left for him. Liverpool breaking out well. Callaghan, always available for that sort of pass. Neil. I think Phil Thompson's in a bit of trouble on the halfway line. So he might have been slightly winded, but at the moment it's Jimmy Case now taking it up again for Liverpool, played across that goal mouth. Ball played again to Emlyn Hughes. Keegan taking it from Neil. Oh, and Keegan misunderstanding there. And Hefner with a long ball there. Tommy Smith is chasing off with Soto is the number 11, Heidler. And Phil Thompson, who was on his haunches and in pain just half a minute or so ago, whacking that ball away. You can see him getting back down on his haunches again. And Tommy Smith saying to the referee he needs a bit of treatment. But it's a throw to Dynamo Dresden. Referee won't stop the play. Played inside again for Hefner. A nice little flick there again, and it'll come back for Hefner. Oh, and a bullet shot there straight at Ray Clements. Now Keegan. Game warming up a bit now. Well, that wasn't a very good pass again by Kevin Keegan, but Phil Neal is there to turn it back to Hughes, and inevitably it'll go back to Clements. Phil Thompson moving a little easier now. Neal, played for Kennedy, played for Keegan, towards Fairclough. Well, that came nicely for him. So away goes David Fairclough, number 10 for Liverpool. Really might have tried a pass there. Oh, to Highway, who was on his left, and the Germans getting themselves in the spot there. Here's Schade, number 7. So the number 2, Matthias Müller. Liverpool drawing men back again, so close to half-time. A bad time it would be to concede a goal. Hefner to Riedel. Cancera making a run, and continuing with the run, and getting a cross in, and Hughes again there, but here's Schade. Now Heidler with a shot, carrying off Phil Thompson. Heidler again, the number 11. Now Callaghan. And the ball out of play. Cancera, it'll come for Callaghan. Keegan. To Tommy Smith. Smith turning that ball in. Oh, and that could have caused a bit of trouble there for Bowden. And in fact, he was forced to give away the corner to Liverpool. A rather unexpected shot there from Tommy Smith. So Jimmy Case will take it. Ian Callaghan's going over should he want to try a short one. It's hit towards Kevin Keegan. There's Keegan's header. And Müller bringing it away now for Dynamo Dresden. So far, a thoroughly typical Liverpool performance away from home, where they have conceded very little to Dynamo Dresden, certainly nothing in the way of goals, and yet have always looked capable of coming out and plucking something out of nothing as they've come forward themselves. There's Kennedy, there's Keegan. It might come for Kennedy again, but not quite. Crossed in once more again towards Keegan, but this time Highway hits it on the volley and over the top. Now, by my watch, in the last minute of the first half, and one that really has gone according to plan to Liverpool. Packing their defence and their midfield, leaving just Highway and Fairclough up, bringing support quickly from the middle of the field. Cotta, now to Schade. Still a lot of talent in this East German side, but will need to be watched to the very last. Kennedy getting up there, just enough to turn it on for Neal. And now a throw to Dynamo Dresden. Of course, you can't play 12 successive seasons in Europe, as Liverpool have done, without learning so much about the game and how to draw the fire of the opposition, as they've done so well here today. And I think that's the whistle indeed for half-time, and a very good first half indeed for Liverpool. Never really been put under tremendous pressure, and yet, as I say, have always looked capable maybe of going forward themselves and snatching a goal that could really be the vital goal. So as the players go off for their break, we also take a break with a half-time score in this UEFA Cup quarter-final first leg here in East Germany. Dynamo Dresden 0, Liverpool 0, and we'll be right back with you with the second half. So they all mixed it that the voice is okay. I mean, they will just put the voice in. Yeah. There wasn't time. There just wasn't time, was there? Yeah. Yeah. Probably busiest. Get a message to we've got the promotion spots. Rolling VTR and sport both together. You see if you involve sound and vision VTR and what you want to do. Yes, I'm just only wanting that if we also record the both on VTR, he'll have the best of both worlds there. And if he really is stuck, you know, he can take the voiceover of Fordridge and put it in the full package of Fordridge. Yeah, it's a struggle out in that one. It's a struggle. Yeah. So what? Well, you know, yes, I'm not in the end getting my voice coming back rather than the crowd, because the crowd effects weren't very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it help you, Brian, if I leave that on there? Yeah, I think it's better if you drop bits of paper, actually, right? who was it, Saxon, who made the bad miss, wasn't it? What about? No, no. The miscue, sorry. When you say the miscue, the Saxon. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it was right, yeah.